Wow. Life in Lithuania. Well, it's probably important to know that by now I have lived in Lithuania longer than I've lived in Canada. So Lithuania is more home than Canada is. So even though I have a passport from Canada, Lithuania is home. And so obviously there's something here that I love. And it would certainly be the people. I love Lithuanian people. I love the school that we have and all the international students and people that are part of this institution. And I happen to really love the sea. So the Baltic Sea and the beauty of nature in Lithuania is very, very attractive. That's a great question. What other activities fill my schedule? Well, there's my work, and then on my free time I do some work. And things that I like to do, I love to take pictures and do photo books. But my photography is only with an iPhone. And I wouldn't even know what to do if I had to do any of this kind of thing. So for me, photography with an iPhone is exactly what I love. And then seeing creative ways of putting the pictures together, that's fun. I love traveling. I love traveling. And I love that Lithuania is so close to so many places. It feels like Lithuania really is the center of the world. And so I love to do that in my free time. And I'm a kind of a news junkie, so I watch, or I don't even watch, I listen to the news all the time. If I'm doing, other things, I'll usually have the news on because I really love to just keep current with what's happening in the world. So lots of news.
Okay, thanks.
If we didn't have students, we wouldn't need this place. So students are at the center of LCC. And so I believe that it's very important that I am part of being at that center with our students. I need to be with students. If I don't ever touch students' lives, even in the activities, in the fun, in the games, in the events, then I'm sort of missing out on our core purpose. So for me, it's really important that I'm at events, and I wish I could be at every event. So when I'm traveling and I see that there's something happening on campus, it kills me that I'm not there. So
Especially when there is a basketball game.
Exactly. Go Moose. Wow, that is such a good question. The world is changing so fast. Even the world of LCC is changing so fast that it's even hard to anticipate what next year will look like, let alone 5 years. But I do think that LCC will look different in 5 years. I think that we may have a much broader footprint in the world than we do now, because I think there's something about a school like LCC that we can adapt quickly. We don't have 100 years of history that, we have to have 27 task forces to make a decision. We can make decisions based on the context around us. So I think LCC will look different and will perhaps be present in more places than what we are now. So my involvement in that, it would be delightful if I was continuing to be involved in the future. I would say there's no restrictions. The world is open. I mean, LCC is open to the world, maybe I should say it that way. And as a person who comes from South America, I was born in South America, I would love to have South American students, but I know that there are many countries that we would love to have students coming from to sort of add to our truly international presence here. It makes a wonderful learning community, a learning environment. So.
Okay.
What I often tell students who are in sort of an annual leadership role is don't try to be the best, but be regular and be present regularly. And people will learn to have an expectation. Oh, wait, isn't it about time for something to come from Student Times? And when people start to expect, then you can have such a big impact rather than trying to be perfect on every single thing. So I would encourage you to just keep on with a regular schedule and a regular presence. You'll do a wonderful job and there'll be a big influence. Students, we love you. We're so glad you're here. And if there's ever a question or a comment or a suggestion that you would have for me, for anyone in administration, don't ever hesitate to come and visit. If the door is open, you're welcome.